Sora feels unstoppable right now, but only if you don't know how to shut him down. In every rank from Mythic to Legend, players are feeling that cloud-slicing menace dive into their backlines and melt squishy heroes before disappearing like a gust of wind. Today, we're flipping the script on Sora mains and showing you real heroes and strategies that actually work to neutralize his impact and reclaim control of the game. Welcome back to Mobile Legends News. Sora has quickly stormed into the Mobile Legends meta as a high-impact fighter assassin with unparalleled versatility thanks to his dual ascension mechanics and burst mobility. Whether he's shredding teams in Thunder form or soaking up damage in Torrent, players are struggling to deal with his unpredictable engages if they don't pick smart counters. In this video, we'll break down the most effective counters you can pick right now to outplay Sora in both solo queue and coordinated team fights. So let's begin. If you've ever faced a Sora that seems to slide into your backline, flick your carry, and ghost out like he's got a VIP pass to the Land of Dawn's secret cloud lounge, this is the guide for you. Sora's arrival in patch 2.1.40, which is the official Cloud Rise update, introduced one of the most creative kit designs we've seen in MLBB. A fighter assassin with 9 abilities and the ability to shift between roles mid-fight. He can be a burly bruiser or a deadly assassin, and that unpredictability is exactly why countering him feels like trying to hit a drifting balloon with a wet noodle, unless you know the real secrets behind shutting him down. At its heart, countering Sora comes down to 3 big truths. First, interrupt his combos. Sora's strength lies in his burst window, stacking Cloud Step quickly and popping into Thunder form as an assassin or Torrent form as a tank before he explodes into the fight. If you interrupt that flow, his damage and mobility drop off dramatically. Crowd control, especially hard lockdown like suppresses or hooks, isn't just helpful, it's game-changing. Second, stay at range and poke safely. Sora is a melee engager who thrives in close fights. Marksmen and mages who punish him before he can hit his combo are like a shining flashlight in his eyes while he's trying to land his ultimate. It's disruptive, annoying, and extremely effective. And finally, deny him stacks. His passive Mystic Surge only accrues when he damages enemy heroes. Every time Sora dives in and doesn't get value, he's closer to falling behind. Vision control and smart position make it harder for him to find clean engages. Taken together, these principles mean you're not just countering Sora's damage, you're countering his decision-making loop. Some hero types are naturally better at enforcing these principles. Tanky roamers with reliable crowd control are a nightmare for Sora because they create walls he can't legally run past. Minotaur, for example, consistently interrupts his rhythm and absorbs both Thunder form and Torrent's sustained trains, turning Sora's aggression into a liability. Franco is another ultimate disruption machine. One Iron Hook doesn't just stop Sora, it humiliates him, sending him back to his Cloud Lounge without a single kill. Even Bellaric, though slow, punishes him just by existing. His passive reflects damage back every time Sora tries to dive, and it's like putting thorns on a porcupine. Every swipe backfires on the attacker. These heroes don't just soak damage, they force Sora to pause, reset, and rethink his approach. Burst fighters and assassins also excel against Sora because of his combo dependence. Kaja can suppress him mid-air with Divine Judgment, denying him transformations and combo windows. Imagine stealing his dessert before he even sat down to eat. Marksmen like Bruno can kite him skillfully, chipping away while Sora is forced to chase, and his ultimate punishes Sora whether he's fleeing or fighting. Bruisers like Thamus take advantage of Sora's early build timing by bullying him before he reaches that critical power spike. Then there are the range harassers, heroes who make Sora cry before he even gets close. Long-range marksmen like Layla can punish him before he stacks his passive or reaches his target. They zone him, and Sora, faced with a wall of lead shots, suddenly loses half of his threat value. It's not about killing him outright, it's about making him hesitate, overextend, or waste abilities. Crafting smart can make Sora's life miserable before the first minion even spawns. If you know the enemy loves Sora, banning him early is always solid. picking CC heroes like Franco, Kaja, or Minotaur in the first few rotations pressures Sora psychologically and mechanically, making it harder for him to execute clean engages. Contemporary picks that protect carries like Tigreal or Lolita further restrict his options. Drafting isn't just about countering a hero, it's about building a narrative of control with Poke, Disrupt, and Punish. Itemization can be just as helpful too. Survivability items like Queen's Wings, Immortality, and Anti-Cuirass blunt his burst damage, allowing your team to survive initial combos and turn fights. Wind of Nature and Ice Queen Wand are great for ignoring his physical damage or slowing his mobility, turning Sora from a zoom-in zoom-out menace into a frustrated Cloud that can't quite reach anyone. Percent health damage reduction or armor/HP counters can also force him to rethink his damage trades. And here's a pro tip: don't just build defense for the sake of it. Build smart counters. A well-timed immortality or defensive item can turn Sora's dive into a free kill for your team. Then there's macro decisions, which is the final piece of the puzzle. Sora thrives on surprise engagements, so denying vision with Roamer Blessings makes it far harder for him to find clean angles. Imagine him trying to hover into a lane he can't see. It's like sneaking up on a catapult only to walk straight into an ambush. Delayed power in MLBB is dead power, and denying him that momentum early can ruin his mid-game. Timing objectives is just as critical. Sora spikes when he has items and passive stacks, so contesting early turtles or first turrets before he hits his groove can transform him from a mid-game dominator into a babysitter for your team. Discipline in team fights is key. Don't engage one by one. That's exactly what he wants. So group up, chain your CC, and bait his ultimate before committing. If Sora burns abilities prematurely, his impact collapses faster than a pancake stack on a Sunday morning. Sora may feel unstoppable like a Cloud you can't catch, but with the right mix of CC, range punishment, vision control, drafting, itemization, and macro discipline, he transforms from meta menace to overextended mischief. The keys are simple: interrupt his rhythm, punish his engages before they start, and deny him the resources he needs to snowball. Combine these strategies and suddenly Sora isn't terrifying. He's just another hero waiting to be outplayed. But here's the truth that most Sora mains won't tell you. Sora actually isn't overpowered. He's disciplined. His kit screams mobility and burst, but every ability is a double-edged sword. He thrives on chaos, on players giving him free access to the backline. The moment you impose structure on the battlefield, Sora's dominance starts to crumble. Hard crowd control, well-timed zoning, and intelligent positioning are like invisible walls that keep him from executing his combos. Suddenly, that unstoppable Cloud Warrior feels a lot more like a paper kite in a storm. It all comes down to preparation and anticipation. A team that reads Sora's likely engage points, position carefully around objectives, and chains crowd control efficiently will make Sora's mid-game feel overwhelming. Vision is your friend, so deny him angles, watch your flanks, and he becomes a frustrated hero bouncing off defenses. Timing objectives early and forcing fights before he's fully stacked delays his snowball potential. Even itemization works like a trap. Defensive and kiting items reduce his burst while giving you windows to counterattack. While in team fights, Sora is a glass cannon masquerading as a cloud surfing menace. If you can absorb his opening combo, bait key abilities, and coordinate follow-ups, Sora's impact diminishes dramatically. The key insight here is that Sora doesn't dictate the pace of the game. It's disciplined, structured, and prepared teams that do. By understanding his strengths and limitations, you turn what seems to be an unstoppable force into a hero who is beatable with strategy, timing, and teamwork. Countering Sora isn't about panic reactions or chasing kills. It's about preparation, smart drafting, and understanding his win conditions. Players who implement structured positioning, vision control, and targeted crowd control can consistently neutralize his mid-game dominance. By recognizing when he spikes and planning around his engages, You can force him into unfavorable trades, delay his snowball, and ultimately turn his threat from terrifying to manageable in every ranked or competitive match. So, what's your go-to hero when facing Sora? Drop it in the comments below and share your strategies. And don't forget to subscribe to Mobile Legends News for more counter guides, meta-analysis, and advanced strategy content that will help you dominate the Land of Dawn every time you queue up. Till next time!